All right, so I'm working on Stan Efferding's vertical diet. I just got done doing a hamstring hypertrophy workout and doing it on a little bit of a budget, but since I'm trying to cut down, I'm using oranges, so I actually trimmed off an orange and blended it up and put some dextrose in it for my first workout for today, so I'm going to be working out again later today. I forgot to take my caffeine and salt with it, so I was just going to show that. I have these left over from starting a new job. I was having to take monsters and stuff like that just to be able to focus and stay awake, but now I'm getting to the point to where really all I need is just the 100 milligrams of caffeine, 100, 200 with my pre-workout shake. And then I also got my salt, which I use Redmond's real salt, but I put it in a little container like this. About before I found the Redmond's real salt, which I found at our HEB here in Texas. But this is half a teaspoon. Essentially, I'll just the first time you do that, a little scary. Well, just more like, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. But after you do, you just kind of get used to it. I will say, when you up it to 1 teaspoon, or 2 half teaspoons, you gotta focus a little more on making sure stuff doesn't go the wrong place. But right now, my Stam loves Costco. I'm using Sam's. These are seedless oranges, which actually work well for blending and actually for prepping for the day. So I already have, so this is a whole orange I got divided in 3 places, because I'm going to take about a third of an orange for my lunch, my dinner, and my last meal. So, excuse me, that's the peri-workout. So five meals in a day that I'm trying to take in, spaced every 3 to 5 hours. And that's kind of how it works out if you factor in for 8 hours of sleep. So that gives you 16 hours. If you round that down to 5, 3 times 5, it's 15. So it's a little more than that. That works about 5 in a day. 5.33 or something like that. Then my potatoes. Oh, why? Like last time, these end up being like 1 pound potatoes, and now they're between 8 and 12 ounces, 8, 10, or some are 8, some are 10, some are 12. And I have this scale from a long time ago, but I also used it to kind of help me prep my meat. The thing about prepping meat is that like steaks and beef actually hold well. In the past, especially with steaks, I've done it where I've wrapped it in freezer paper and then put in these bags. I didn't do it before. This is actually measured out beef. So this is 3.25 ounces of 90-10 when I went to Sam's, I was gonna get top sirloin, but they were out, and but they also had a really good deal. It was like $2.30 or something per pound of 90/10. And like I said, I am doing this on a budget, so trying to catch what I can where I can. One expensive piece, well, not necessarily expensive, but cranberry juice is huge on it, on the vertical diet, and it is pure cranberry juice is important, not the watered down or mixed with apple juice or something. But I would recommend, if you do get that, to try to get the Lakewood organic. Not that it's organic, so much that it's organic or whatever, but you can tell the difference in taste between each one. And cranberry juice is already bitter enough that it's a big difference between the two. Now this is a backup I had. This is Lugol's solution of iodine. I got it before. So I think there's someone saying they really don't agree with taking iodine by itself, because he thinks that you can take too much of it. And I don't disagree with that. There's probably stuff in the cranberry juice that helps regulate it. But also, I think more so is that your daily amount that you want to take is about 1,000 milligrams, 1,000 micrograms, yeah. 1,000 micrograms, which is 1 milligram. And this one of these is 3.2 milligrams. So if I'm unable to get cranberry juice, this was $10.99 at a local store. Well, in San Antonio, I'm in Corpus now. But this is $10.99 where I got it from. And this has a lot of drops, what, 60 milliliters, 2 fluid ounces. That's a lot of drops in it. Each one will last me 3 days. At least that's what I'm telling myself for now, that, okay, if you want one in a day, then I get 3,000 every 3 days. I mean, they kind of do that principle with the B12 shots, I think, or they'll do D shots, where they'll just put a whole bunch in all at once and help regulate it. And then I'll show you these. Since I just moved to a new place, my schedule was way off. Before, I was getting salmon. I'll show you that in a bit. This is cod liver oil. Has a vitamin A, a little bit of vitamin D, but 2 of those a day. Vitamin D3. So I did get my blood test done, and I was right. And it's probably because I've been taking like 12,000 vitamin. I use a vitamin D3 a day for a little while leading up, a couple months, that it was just right above borderline low, or being way too low. I forget whatever cutoff it is. And so I need to get back up there. Right now I'm taking 2 of these 5,000 a day for 10,000. And I'll probably try to get tested again in the next few months. And this is what I was talking about, salmon oil. So 2 of these a day per week equals 2 servings of salmon per week, which is a funny little trade-off. It's a funny little trade-off, but it's a way for me to make sure I'm still keeping my salmon omega intake up, at least as a supplementary, until I can work in price-wise and time-wise on the actual cooking of the salmon. And that's all for today. I gotta get ready for work, and then later today, my workout schedule is a little offset because I just switched to, I'm seeing if how with what I'm doing I can handle 2-day hypertrophy workouts, because I also, right now I'm limited to our apartment gym, but I'm finding ways to make that work. And we'll see. I'm not doing the heavy squats or at least for me, heavy squats and deadlifts like I was doing at my previous gym. We'll see.